Gold pan is ours, dude.
Yeah.
I knew we were getting into some long tours. Probably haven't approached terrain like this ever in my life, and I didn't really know what it took, so I was a little anxious about it. I didn't know, how I'd be feeling, at the top of these lines. Am I gonna be just cooked, not able to get down them?
Gold pan's no easy feat just off the couch. And we got out there just early enough to only have like a couple of people tailing us, which is lucky, because gold pan's sometimes a race. We go one right after another. The snow was just perfect on the nose and everything went well. Just lines flowed great.
Certainly wasn't expecting to drop a cornice into my first line up here. Really only one place you wanted to drop, right where the spine met the cornice. I was like, yep, that's how it's gonna go. I'm gonna drop from the top.
Yeah! Woo! Yeah, buddy.
That was the smallest terrain we skied in the whole trip, for sure. And it was still huge.
The libraries is great, there's just 6 spines.
You just kind of hike this flat valley floor down and start spine shopping, picking which one you want and setting a booter up wherever you can get up right by it.
We were approaching the terrain differently. We were coming from the bottom and booting straight up these faces. It's wild, the amount of time that it takes to get through the space you're looking at. And when you're getting to go up, you get to kind of hang out in those spaces for longer than milliseconds and really kind of take in what's around you.
You boys at the bottom. Woo!
Okay, to the looker's left, the Wiley's line, there's that big diamond rock. To your looker's left at the very top there. I'm gonna come just on the edge of that rock and then link up to that spine there. And that spine feeds all the way into the gut of Wiley's spine. So I'm gonna see that line and see how I feel at the bottom. I'm gonna drop in 10 then. Slightly dropping. Yeah, let's cut out a little bit. That was kind of spooky.
That was a little bit of some survival skiing.
Eddie's was wild, man. My legs are they're not built to go all the way down this the whole way and be able to just stay on point on my skis. I mean, I got halfway down Eddie's, 2/3 the way down, and my legs were just cramping up.
Dropping in 10.
That was wild, skiing that run. It just went forever. I've never cramped up from skiing anything before. I've always just had the strength I needed to get down something. I remember skiing down and the sun had started affecting things. The shade pocket would just get narrower and narrower and narrower, and then I'd look left and there'd be another big shade pocket, another spot, kind of spine ramp over. And so it's all right, I gotta cross all this gnarly sunbake. I would just hook a turn and just through it, boom, into the shade. Oh, all right. All right, and then the shade's ending. Boom, over. Just kind of working shade pockets down.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop. Buddy, nice work.
We went for an objective that Josh had never skied before and he didn't have a lot of information on.
I've wanted to ski that line for years. It's just not really a people bag, you know? But it's always intrigued me.
And really from that bench, I think we'll be booting like really quickly after that, you know?
The approach, we had to cross some frozen lakes, get into the moss forest, hope we hit the right alder opening.
You wouldn't just go straight up here? Straight up here? Yeah.
Probably the most involved hike, having to separate and regroup and deal with some really steep terrain.
And then we start punching up the last flank, which where it teed up into the cornice, but it ramped up like perfectly, you know? So we had to go one by one on this thing. It's like, you know, you do this 2 grand hike and, you know, fine, and then the last 10 feet straight up.
Yeah! Yeah, baby!
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, drop it.
Today was the biggest descent we have done the whole trip, top to bottom. Certainly the most exposure of any line we skied. Exposure going up and down.
That is actually pretty good snow. Everything on that left wall, ski's great, actually top to bottom.
Wiley dropping in 10. Yeah, buddy. Crush it. Bottom. Yep. So long?
Yeah, it wasn't a mistake to ski Explore. Like, I've been wanting to do that for years. It was the right place and the right time. And we nailed it. We nailed it.